Welcome back to the show, everybody. Kamen Rider Build, episode number 48, To a World of Love and Peace. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Had to get a moment of silence for all we lost this episode. We'll get deep into it, but I really want to open this one, and I really want to sit up here and talk to y'all really seriously about this because I want y'all to listen to me as I rap. To a World of Love and Peace. App name of an episode, right? This is the idea, the ideal. Everything that makes this show work is based off this ideal of sometimes fighting is what you have to do in order to bring love and peace. That flip sides of coins. I'm like, love has hate, peace has war. One can't coexist without the other. One needs the other to exist. Is that it can always be love, but that love can easily turn to hate. What was once peace can become war. But sometimes you have to work your way through hatred to make your way back to love. Sometimes you gotta wage war to bring peace to those. And I'm like, that's what this episode was. It was the culmination of this idea, of this ideal that the characters of this show hold dear. As someone who watches this show, who believes in the ideal that a world of love and peace can be. In the world of fantasy that we delve in when we watch this show every week, in the reality in which we live in, that we can make a world of love and peace, but we gotta understand that equal and opposite. That you gotta work for it. Don't come easy. It don't. And this episode was that, full of sacrifice. Like, we had our moment of silence in the opening, man. We lost the leader of the swag squad, man. My boy Gentoku Hero, who been my dude from episode 1. He always been my dude. I'm like, I just love Gentoku. Gentoku is my dude. I'm like, I have loved watching his growth. From that dude who's sitting up here just being Papa's little preacher or whatever, putting in his work, seeing his ambition rise and grow as he was that boy Nairo. Ooh, you know what it is. And all that old good stuff for him, for that turn that he made when he became Kamen Rider Rogue. Everything that made his character that he lost his own toe, son. You gotta bring some communism and all of that, which led into his final sacrifice. And I really love how the show really presented that show. Our boy Kazumi Sartar, we know him around here as our boy Metan the Stan. Understanding what that sacrifice meant. And this episode was full of it. And it's like, to know that we gotta put another great character to rest in Gentoku. It's like, it hurt. It hurt. Because he was my dude. But in that final fight that he had with Evoto, it's like, I really didn't think that I could learn to love and respect that character more. That was an example, and those who watch it know the example of what it means not only to be a Kamen Rider, what it is to be a hero, what that means. Because something I just want to touch on real quick, just so that I can say it. Over the years, as I've been watching Kamen Rider and really learning that the title Kamen Rider, what it means, and their episode and Gentoku Himuro showing up the way he did really brings respect to the mantle that is the Kamen Rider, and I can't do nothing but respect that. Gentoku was my dude, always was my guy, always had love for him. But I not only found a newfound respect for this character, but a reminder of what it means to be a Kamen Rider. What type of sacrifice you make for the people that you are supposed to be responsible for and protect those who can't protect themselves. And even in that, in Gentoku's growth of understanding, that's what the old man meant. That it ain't the power that we take from the people. It's the people who empower us to give them what they need, because they need us just as much as we need them. For him to have that final growth, to learn that in his dying moments, That's how you keep that character square. That's how you keep that character honest, and I love it. And I love it. And I'm like, again, like I say, I just in this whole episode, fucking Toku Himuro, I found a newfound love and respect for the character that I have grown to adore. And again, like I say, to watch his whole walk to this growth to his unfortunate end. And it's like, and that's just how it is sometimes. I knew this end game was gonna be grimy. I knew at a minimum we was gonna lose me time to stand. I just had a feeling that's just how that was gonna go down. But then to sit up here, we done dropped man Rapist last episode, now get Toku dropping, and then what happened to the Banjo Ryuga? Just like yo. But let me remind you of something though. What's the name of this episode? To a world of love and peace. What would you do to sacrifice? What would you sacrifice for the world that you envision? And that's honestly what this episode really left me with a question, because lately, for real, like on some Uncle Triple speaking some real, I've had thoughts about that lately because of, like what's going on in my life right now. It's like, what am I willing to sacrifice to create a better world for me? And an understanding of what that sacrifice will take to create a better world for me. What does that mean for those who inhabit the world that I'm trying to create? That's something you should think about too. Actions have consequences, whether they be good or bad. Think about this episode in that context in real life and really think about it. What are you willing to sacrifice for your world of love and peace, What are you willing to really do, And that's just where I am right now. Like, hell, like, look where you watching me at, right? Like, those who sit up here and pay attention to the other videos that I do, you guys know that it's been a while, couple of months with me and this YouTube channel and what we do around here. And a lot of creating my world of love and peace was the decision to get back in front of this camera and do what it is that I do, regardless of whatever. It's a small start to a bigger thing, but hey, it is what it is. And I can respect that, that a lot of that flows through, and it indeed what it is. Now, let's get to the fun stuff. That's downy. Let's get to some fun shit, you know what I mean? The rest of this episode, dude named Volto got his Ultra Instinct powers back and raped motherfuckers. That was a thing that happened to. That was a thing. He just sat up here, put in this work. Like, yo, just sat up here, put in the work. You know what I'm saying? And then now we got a world crushing in on each other, a world without a skywall, and Evolto's been dropped in it with Banjo making a sacrifice to drop him in it. That was the part that really made no sense. I didn't really think they was really finna go with Banjo finna catch this L. Banjo to you. He like, I'm gonna catch this L. I'm gonna throw Evolto into this deep hole now. And now worlds A and B will now create the C. What is the C world? Yo, what up, cuss? For all my blues thugs, you know what's really good, cuss. Cause Banjo you could throw him in the hole, and now he didn't call that now. Now Sito sitting down there with Japanese low with lane and swimming pools now. Now all the homies gone now, Evolto's gone, but he's gonna come back for one more fight though. Because the world's still technically ending with a big hole in the sky. Yo, what up, cuss? Told you we can have fun with this. But yo, that was the rest of this episode. White panel put on top of Pandora's box, laser that sucks all the power out of genius, which then weirdly left Sento in tank form. I don't quite get that either. This episode was heavy. Because like I said, like the majority of the episode, was what I talked about earlier. The understanding the serious repercussions or consequences or rewards or understanding what your actions are of what it is you do. You want to know what though? Something else hit me, man, before we get up out of here though, because I'm going to keep this one short. Before we get up out of here, we got one more episode before the King of Time steps up, the show was really good. Like, yo, I remember, and I talked about this when I watched the Z.O. trailer of how crazy this trip has been. Like, yo, even given how much I clown and I miss clowning on X8. How much I have enjoyed, you know what I'm saying, getting on the mic, getting in front of the camera, however it was I was presenting it to you at whatever time it was. Of understanding that, yo, this is finna be over. We are about to be in a new world of Kamen Rider in 2 weeks. Think about that. Like, I remember the first time I heard "Be the one to be the one." Right. I remember when I first heard that song and fell in love with it. And now the show is about to end. But yo, I got something special though. I got something special. We gonna take care of episode 49 the way that we do what we always do. We gonna take care of the bit. I'm got you. But I'm planning something special. So, stay tuned for that, man. One more moment of silence for all my family in the synagogue, man. We lay to rest another one. That boy, the leader of the Swag Squad. My boy Gentoku Himura, a.k.a. Night Rogue. A.k.a. Kamen Rider Rogue. Crack up finish. You know what it is? Crocodile. My boy Gentoku Himura, man. Thank you for being an amazing character. Thank you for bringing something special to the show, a different dimension, a different flip on all the parts you played. Whether it was you repeatedly taking L for the sake of putting over power-ups, for you finally getting your face turned, and this moment of understanding what's important, man. Thank you. I appreciate everything that you have done to make this show better, man. I'm like, yo. Thank you. Appreciate it. One more for the synagogue family. You know what it is. Yo, we got more show for you. Kamen Rider Build, episode number 48. To a world of love and peace. But yo, we got more show for you. Sit back, chill, relax. Uncle Triple got you. We got one more before we get to the King of Time. Got something big planned. You guys stay tuned. More show after these commercial messages. Crack up finish. More show after these commercial messages.